Good evening, everyone. Sandra, just talking to you guys a little bit tonight about a subject that I kind of been had on my mind all week. And one of my favorite scriptures in the Bible is wisdom is the principal thing, but in all you're getting, get an understanding. And to kind of just go over what wisdom is the know how about a thing. So when we're getting wisdom, that gives us the information on how to get a job done. But understanding is the why. Why do we do what we do? So if the word of God says wisdom is the principal thing, but in all you're getting, get an understanding. I'm telling you guys, you better get an understanding while you're doing your how. And what I need to tell you guys tonight is that somebody that know how will always work for the one who know why. So I would just love to have a lot of how people. I'm the why person. But just keep in mind that if you're stuck on how all the time, you'll always work for someone that knows why. Find out the why and why we do what we're doing. I think about years ago, one of my first computers was like my laptop computer. It was, my God, it was such a big computer. And back then, I was one of the first people that ever owned a laptop computer in my family. And I thought it was so great that I was able to travel with this laptop computer and take it from place to place. But that computer was a big computer. And, but however, I believe that was IBM that came out with those big computers. But as time went on, everyone was getting into the laptop computers, which was a lot smaller computer. So the person that came up with the why they needed to condense that big laptop that I originally started with down to a smaller laptop, they knew the why because it would be, they kept up with technology and they figured out that at some point you know, I believe that computer was probably about 20 pounds, and now you could get a laptop I believe is light as 8 pounds. And if you guys remember, I was one of the first people in my family I know that was using cell phones. My goodness, that's probably close to about 30 years ago, I'm imagining. And if you guys was one of the ones that used the first cell phone was a big old case looking thing that you carried around, and it had just like a regular phone. And man, we thought that was something. And then for those of you that had to experience the bag phone, nobody would ever thought that we would be dealing with the types of cell phones that we are using today. So I just kind of want to get out here tonight and just explain to you guys that it's good to get wisdom, because wisdom is going to get you the how in things, but understanding will give you the why. So you will always, as a why person, out earn the how person, and the how person will always work for the why person. So that's just a thought that I had in mind all week, because I know for those of you guys that know how to do a lot of different things, you might want to try to shift your thinking. You may know how to do things, but find out why, because the why is definitely going to make you more money than just knowing how. Because when you know why a thing is, you can hire the hows. And that's how this world works, off of the efforts of other people. There's a whole lot of how people are working for a lot of why people. So those of you that know how, holla at your girl, because I'm not trying to know how to do everything in life, but I do know a lot of whys and things in life. So definitely I'm a why person, and I'm looking for all the hows. And it's okay to be a how person for a while. And if you're working in a company, and a lot of us get frustrated because we know more than our managers and more than the owners, because what that is that your managers and your owners of businesses, they are the white people. So in this instances, you can see that you are the how that's working for the why, but you can turn that thing around by finding out the why to why you doing the things that you're doing instead of getting stuck in the how category. You don't have to remain a how person. You get the skill, you go in with a good attitude, you learn the job backwards and forward, and if you know the job better than your boss, then you may have to level up and go to the next level and cast away all your fear and doubts and start believing in yourself so that you can turn your how into a why. You guys have a good night.